Hey guys, welcome to my 12 days of makeup. I don't know what day I'm uploading this. I don't know how many videos you have or haven't seen yet, but this is, spoiler alert, the first video that I am pre-filming for my 12 days of makeup. So I am super excited. I may have gone through the spiel already, but we'll do it again in case this is not one of the first videos. But for the month of December, leading up to Christmas, I am going to be posting 12 videos every other day on the odd number days, and we will be focusing on the number 12. So 12 days of makeup leading up to Christmas, theming around the number 12. And I did this last year. It's my style of vlogmas. It was the first year that I did it last year, so I will link the playlist. We're probably just gonna add these to that playlist, and I'll just like put a 2021 on the end so that we know what year I did this. But we are here to talk about some makeup products that I feel like didn't live up to the hype. I asked over on my Instagram, I think, for some like video ideas that you guys would want to see with the number 12. And my friend Britt Clark, said her name weird, Britt Clark, said that I need to do 12 best and 12 worst. And I was like, yeah, for sure. But when I was thinking about that, my 12 worst aren't necessarily like that's what this would be. They're not necessarily all bad. I'm not necessarily going to declutter all of them, but they aren't what I was hoping for. They aren't what I expected. So that's what we're here to talk about. I have 12 makeup products. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking. I love makeup. I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K Bella fam. But why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so these are in no particular order, but I did try to pick makeup products that are new to me in 2021. So I have 12 products here. We'll just grab and go. Some of them I have, some of them I don't have anymore. The first is this little product right here. This is by Lancome. It's that eye makeup remover that everybody talks about. And I got the mini size. And I feel like I heard so many people on YouTube say that they like loved this eye makeup remover and that they always purchase it. And so I think I actually got this at the end of 2020 and I've been using it this year. You can see I've used half of it so far. It's not bad. It's not a bad product. It just doesn't do anything special. Like, I have a Garnier micellar water, and this does the same thing that does. So that's why it's earned its spot in 12 products that didn't live up to the hype, because I feel like for the price tag, I think this is what, I don't know, 15 bucks for this tiny one. Like, I can get something from the drugstore for way cheaper to do the same exact thing. So that's why this is in that category. Not a hate, I'm going to use it up, but I'm definitely not going to repurchase it. The next product though, I do no longer have in my collection, and it is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I heard a ton of people rave about this primer, and even more recently during the VIB sale haul that all the hauls that were happening in November, so many people were picking up the Milk Hydro Grip, the one that came with the spray, and saying that they loved it. And I tried this. I got the mini size, and I felt like it felt kind of hydrating and kind of tacky, but my big qualm with this primer is that I got a lot of pilling. It pilled up on the skin. It didn't matter if I gave it wait time. It didn't matter if I waited before, doing my skincare and then going in with this primer. And I gave it to Smags to see what she thought. She had the same issue. And then I was talking to my friend Molly from Makeup Molly, and she said she had the same issue where it was pilling up on her. So for that reason, I got rid of the Milk Hydro Grip. Definitely won't be repurchasing it. I know my friend Aileen from Amerch Beauty loves it. Like, there are people who rave and it's like their holy grail, but just for me, it was a pass. The next two products, I may make some people mad. Okay. Auric, the Smoke Reflex. I wanted to love these with my whole heart. I love Sam Ravindal. I think she is so hilarious. She has like a dry sense of humor. I'm into that. The Smoke Reflex, I thought, perfect. This will be such a quick and easy, like when I'm getting ready in the morning, I am a teacher. When I'm getting ready for work, just, you know, you don't even have to think. You put a little bit of the cream on, you tap on the little topper, good to go. I got the shade, oh gosh, what was the one that I got? I think I got like the bronzy one. I didn't get the rose gold and I didn't get the silver one. I got maybe like the bronzy one. Defiance, that's the one I think I had. And it just, you know, I have long nails. I don't like using my finger, but the moussey cream part was best applied with your finger. And then I would put the topper on and it lasted. I will give it that. It lasted all day with minimal fallout. But the topper just, it was very light. I had to use my hands. It wasn't my cup of tea. I think there is a market for that product. People who don't mind using their finger, who want light, easy, quick makeup looks, that is for them. I had it for several months and I found that I was not using it, so I did declutter it and give it to Smags. I will have to ask her how she is feeling about it, but just that type of product is not for me, and that has nothing to do with the Auric product itself. It's more of a personal preference, so that's why it wasn't for me. But piggybacking on that, the Auric Low Last. Okay, this is not a bad product, but it is a product that did not live up to the hype because I was watching videos. Mine is in the shade Selenite. Everybody was raving about this. I even saw, I think her name is Taylor on Instagram. I can't remember her Instagram handle, but her name is Taylor. But she even like used up an entire one this year and panned hers. This type of product is not something I'm crazy about. So I'm not into liquid highlighters. This isn't quite bright enough for me to use as a liquid highlighter. If I put it all over my face as a primer, it does give me like a very glowy look. It's not something that I would use without foundation. So the way that I've typically been using this is either mixing it in with my foundation, or I will use a little bit of this, tap it on the high points of my face, and then put a foundation over it. Again, I don't think it's bad. I think the packaging is beautiful. The product itself is not my type of product. I don't have the Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I won't get that. I don't think it's for me. I'm not going to declutter this. I'm going to continue to use it. It's just not something, like people were saying that they were using it every day and that it was a favorite. For me, I have to tell myself to use it because I haven't used it, if that makes sense. So I don't hate it, but it didn't live up to the hype for me. Another product that I decluttered that I did not like at all was the Nabla bronzer. I got it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I don't remember which shade I picked up. It was the second darkest shade, and you know, I've heard people talk about Nabla and rave about Nabla, and I want to try Nabla because it is, you know, something you can find at Ulta, not as expensive as some of the high-end products that you'll find at Sephora, but that bronzer was not it for me. It was very, very cool and made me look very chalky. Like it made me look very ashy. So that one for sure was not a fan, and I actually ended up returning it. I try not to return makeup too much because I feel like they just throw it away, but I didn't even declutter that. Like I straight returned it. Speaking of bronzers, another product that I don't like, but I have. It's the Milk Makeup Bronzer Stick. Again, this is like the Auric products where I have dry skin, and I have done everything in my power to like cream products, and I don't. I don't like cream products. I heard so many people rave about this Milk Makeup Bronzer Stick. Luckily, I got the smaller size, and I put it in my project pan. I just don't like it because it gives me an extra step. I'm wearing it today, but I put it on, I have to take time to blend it out, and then it blends into the skin so much that I can't just make this my only bronzer. I have to go in with another bronzer over it, and it's just, you know, I'm adding another step. That's what I'm doing. I'm adding another step. So if you're into cream products, you may like this. I am not into cream products, so I don't like it. I'm gonna try and use it up. I think it was like $15 or something, so I wanna get my money's worth, but I will not repurchase. Okay, I don't know why I bought this. I don't know why I bought this. Yes, I do. Samantha March raves about this. It's the Dior Powder No Powder. I got the shade 0. It looks beautiful. I don't know why I bought it because I have dry skin and I don't set my whole face. I just set underneath my eyes, and I found that I prefer a loose powder for underneath my eyes. So I was using this to set all over the face, and I don't like setting all over my face because it makes me feel too dry. And I have dry skin, and I live in hot and humid Texas, so if powder makes me feel dry in hot and humid Texas, then I have no business wearing powder. So I think I'm gonna give this to Smegs. It's the lightest shade, so I think she'd be able to get use out of Zero Neutral, and I think she may powder her whole face. So Smegs, if I haven't already given this to you, it's coming to ya. That is a product where it didn't live up to the hype for me, but that's because I had no business purchasing it in the first place. Now this next product was gifted to me, and it is the Thrive Concealer, HD Creaseless Concealer. I have heard people talk about Thrive on YouTube. They've caught my eye. I know there's a mascara people rave about, but I've heard people talk about this concealer, specifically Kate the Great Beauty and Khaki Reviews. I found Khaki's channel through Kate, and they both talk about Thrive. So I was gifted this to try, and I don't like it. It is very thin and very light, and I feel like it provides no coverage. I feel like it ultimately just blends away. Now, I want my concealer to be creamy. I want it to be lightweight. I want it to also cover my dark circles though. You know, I have dry skin and I can get eczema, so I don't want it to like look all creepy and gross, but I do, like, I need some coverage. So if you like barely any coverage, perhaps this would be for you. I've just been using it to carve out my brows because I don't like it at all. Another product I no longer have is by Good Molecules, and it is the eye gel, the Yerba Mate eye gel for $6. I heard so many people in the beginning of the year raving about this eye gel, saying they loved it. It was holy grail. They wanted to use it for the rest of their life. So I went out and purchased it, $6. I did not like it. I did not like it. It was very sticky and tacky feeling. So I would put it underneath my eyes, but it just felt too tacky for me. Like, I can get eczema around my eyes, so I need more like hydration, and this just didn't provide it for me. So I actually think I threw it away because I don't have it anymore. So definitely would not recommend that one. Now, another one that I've seen, you know, it's newer and it's been floating around YouTube, is this Rare Beauty Mascara. I don't know the name of this, but it's the Rare Beauty Mascara. Now, I think this is supposed to be a volumizing mascara, and I love a good volumizing mascara. I like to go in with a volumizing mascara first, followed by a lengthening mascara, and I just feel like this does not give me volume. It doesn't do much for me. I'm not wearing it today, but it doesn't do much for me. I coat my lashes. It feels like a very wet formula. So if you have long eyelashes, like if I haven't let it dry and I open my eye all the way and my eyelashes touch the top of my eyelid, it will transfer. And then throughout the day, I do get transfer. So it doesn't have great volume for me. It's on the higher end spectrum. Like, I'd rather purchase my Maybelline, my more affordable, than to repurchase this again. So this just wasn't my cup of tea. Not a favorite. Passing it along, letting it go to a new home. Recently, I wanted a new, I have small eyes, so I like to coat my upper waterline with a black eyeliner, and I like to do nude in the waterline. So I thought, hey, this Essence nude liner is $2.99. I want to get it and I want to try it. First, when I opened it, the top broke, like immediately. I hadn't even used it. I just opened it and the top fell off. So I sharpened it, put it in my lower waterline. This is supposed to be a nude, and it just looked very thick and white and artificial and not natural. And it didn't make my eyes look larger, and I wasn't a fan. So yeah, so this was $2.99. I'm just gonna throw it away. I don't like it. I don't recommend it. There are better nude eyeliner pencils for the waterline, so we're gonna pass on this one. I haven't been counting, but I think I'm right on track, and I think we're at number 12. And this last product, I don't know that it was new in 2021, but it was new to me in 2021. And it's the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream Palette. Please don't hate me if you love this. I know my friend Heather Austin loves this. Okay, so to be fair, I am a neutral lover, okay? I love neutral eyeshadow palettes. This is not a neutral eyeshadow palette in the least. However, I wanted a palette in my collection that had color, that I could do fun looks with, and was more on the pastel end because it felt a little bit safer for me. This is a beautiful pastel color story. Now, I do think the mattes are fine. I think the mattes work well. The reason why this is in 12 products that didn't live up to the hype is because I don't like the shimmer formula. I don't. And my friend Heather Austin loves it. She thinks it's such a great formula. So this is one where it's definitely going to be personal preference. I find that the shimmers don't pick up on a brush for me. So I have to dig my finger in there. I don't like digging my finger. And then you have these indents for shades I've only used once. It just almost feels like the ColourPop Super Shocks. That's what their shimmers feel like. I hate the ColourPop Super Shocks. I am not a fan. If you like them, you may like this shimmer formula. That's what it feels like to me. But that's not my thing. I don't want to apply eyeshadow with my fingers. I want to use a brush. It doesn't pick up very well. So I don't hate it. I'm not going to declutter it. I'm going to keep it because it has some pastels and fun colors, and I probably need to try and like get it out and use it again and see, you know, if my mind has changed, but it didn't impress me. And this is one where I feel like YouTube hyped it up for me, and I thought it was going to be something that it wasn't. And so I don't hate it, but it didn't live up to the hype. So that is it. Those are 12 makeup products, not necessarily the 12 worst, but 12 makeup products that I feel like did not live up to the hype that I had built up in my head. So if you have tried any of these, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please make sure you are subscribed because I will be uploading every other day until I think 12 days ends on the 23rd. But last year, I think I also put a video up on Christmas. Either way, we're gonna get you to Christmas. We're gonna have 12 videos here. I will be here every other day. You can follow along if you are subscribed. But thank you guys so much for joining and watching and playing along. That's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.